Hi everyone, Miss Barker here. We're going to start this 4-day week by finishing one of the learning targets that we started last week, solving real world problems involving mean, median, mode, and range. So, on your independent practice today, you're going to have a couple problems, real world problems that have mean, median, mode, and range in them. We're just going to do two together quickly to kind of remind you of those. So, this first one, I'm going to start reading it. Grant's mean score over 4 basketball games was 10 points. His point totals for the first 4 of the 5 games are shown below. How many points did he need to score in his last game? So we know this is going to be kind of one of those problems where we work backwards. We actually have our mean score is 10. And remember, mean is the average of the data set, but we're missing one of our 5 values. So what we can do instead, because we know that to find mean, we're going to add up all of our values, and then we're going to divide our sum or our total by number of values. Sorry, that got a little messy there. Now, instead, if we know our mean is equal to 10, we can use that to take our number of values, 5, and then we have to kind of think backwards here, and what divided by 5 gives us 10. Then we can use that number to figure out the missing piece of our sum. So I know, and you all know this too, practicing fact fluency all year, that this sum of all of these numbers has to be 50 points. Because if we divide 50, our total, by 5 games, then we can get this 10, this mean of 10. Now, that helps us, but we're not done. Instead, we have to use that to help us find our missing value here. So I'm going to suggest that we add up all of these, and then we should be able to subtract those 4 numbers from 50 and find our missing value. Okay? So we're going to add 11 plus 9 plus 5 plus 7. Now right away, I'm going to keep doing this whenever we do math problems on here, kind of like our mini lesson. I see right here these two together equal 20 right away. So I'm going to just work on these two now. 5 plus 5 is 10, so 5 plus 7 is 12. So our total of these 4 games is 32 points. Now we need all 5 of these games to equal 50 points to have that mean of 10 points. So instead, to figure out our missing value, we're going to subtract 50 minus 32. That is 18 points. That is how many points Grant will need to score in that 5th game to have a mean of 10 points over 5 games. Okay, here's one more problem to practice our learning target. The heights in inches of 8 tomato plants are shown below. What is the range of the tomato plants? We're also going to work to find the median and the mode of the heights as well. So remember from last week, range, what we're going to do when we find range, we're going to take our greatest value and we're going to subtract our least value from that, and that difference is going to be our range. So I'm going to look at my list. I'm not going to organize them or do anything with them yet. I'm just going to kind of look at them. These 8 values, let's see, 36, 45. So far, our highest number is 52 inches. Oh, and that's the biggest. So we're going to subtract 52 minus, and our smallest value looks to be, okay, so far it's 36. I'm looking down the line. Yep, 36. So we're going to do this subtraction here. I'm going to borrow 16. So our range is 16 inches. I'm going to erase a little bit of that work there because we already did that. I don't want it to get in the way. Okay. Next, we're going to find median. Remember, median is the middle value when our numbers are organized from least to greatest. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. 36. And I'm going to cross off as I go. 38. Let's see. 40. And me doing this crossing off will hopefully ensure that I don't miss any numbers. 41, 45, 48. When I'm all done writing these, I should have 8 of them. 50, and 52. Okay, looks good. 2, 4, 6, 8. Just counting them quick. Okay, let's use green to do this. Now, in order for us to find our middle value, what we're going to end up doing is crossing out one from the least side, one from the greatest side, and alternating that until we find our middle value. Now, I noticed that right away when we have 8 tomato plants and their height shown, that means that we have an even number. We aren't going to have that middle value. So what we're going to do, we're not going to say 41 and 45 are our median. We're going to think about what comes directly in the middle, right in the middle of these two numbers. And one way we can do that is by adding 41 plus 45, which is 86, and then we're going to divide 86 by 2. I'll write that up here again. And again, that's going to give us that very middle value. So 2 goes into 8 4 times, which is 43. Now, if we were to draw out the other way that you can do this, what we could do is create ourselves a little number line here, and we could put 45 on one side and 41 on the other, and think what values come in between those. So even just using normal counting, we have 42, 43, and 44. And now real quick visually, it should be really easy for us to see that our answer is correct here. Okay, last thing that we're going to do is look at our mode. Remember, mode most. And what I noticed when I was putting these down in order from least to greatest for median, and also when I was looking for the greatest and least values to find the range, there are no repeating values or no values that happen more frequently than others. So this means that we do not have a mode. So we're not going to write anything in there. There is no mode.